excites you the most about Black Walls and William Hall, its debut?
Just hearing the entire thing in order. I know anymore a lot of stuff's like, oh, whatever. I'm just going to listen to one song or pick out the single or whatever.
Mm.
But I know Doug thinks of things as a whole, and sequence is important. And even I still get like maybe a little too persnickety about sequencing things, but to me that's important. And so I'm excited to hear it from start to finish.
I'm excited just to kind of hear it all together. I'm sure there's
Yeah.
songs on it I haven't heard. I know I've heard some of them.
Yeah, it's in its entirety. It's
Yeah.
like the whole story.
Right?
Yeah.
I know. That's the kind of thing I'm excited about is hearing how because he pieces things together really well.
He just does it
Yeah, he definitely.
intuitively, or
Yeah, exactly. And from the songs I've heard, like I heard one song. He sent me a song. It's called Swing Blade, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I listened to it once, and it's not that I liked it a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but I actually consciously didn't listen to it again because it stuck in my head for like 2 hours. And I told him, like, yes, that damn song stuck in my head for 2 hours. I'm not gonna listen to it again because I have other things to do. And I gotta work on my own songs. So I gotta work on somebody else's song. I don't have time for your song, you know. But that's not a bad thing. That's actually a really good thing. And it's just that one. And then he sent me another one too, that just had like that I didn't plan on. That had like really cool drums. And ultimately, like I'm like, can I play on more of these?
Oh.
Like, are they all done? Like, I mean, I'd like to, but I don't need to add anything. They're perfect. They're like totally awesome as is, you know. And then heck, I mean, like Kenny Aronoff plays on a song.
Mm-hmm.
How cool is that?
I know. I love that.
I hope he listens to the album.
It was just kind
And I
of.
thought that was really awesome. So just the variety of it, and then of course he's got all the madness. It's a good, from my experience, it's a good headphone record. If you just want to strap on some headphones and go on a journey.
Yeah, I think that's how he kind of wants people to listen.
Yeah, and I think that's awesome. That's like one way to do it. Cause I know I was telling with him like, oh, maybe like I was listening to one song in the car.
Mm-hmm.
And like the effect was throwing me off, but like it's like you have to kind of make a decision. Are you gonna go for an open window like Tom Petty car ride song, or like it's like a headphone song? So once you can establish it, it's like maybe like okay, I'm locked into this. So this is very much like a headphone record. Although some of those songs would be good in the car too.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, and the beautiful thing about like doing the concept albums on vinyl is it's truly like the best way to kind of encapsulate it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know, honestly, I mean, everybody likes records and records are cool, but some things are fine as like a streaming song. Some things are fine as a CD. Like, it's almost unnecessary, but like these kind of like magnum opus type of deals are really great.
So this Kickstarter is for Black Walls and William Hall, Fizzle Like a Flood's new album. What are you most excited about with this album?
The surprise of hearing it from start to finish. No, I'm excited because like I said, it's been a couple of years that it's been in the progress, in the works. So I think anything like that is always exciting to come out. But back when I had the Worlds of Wayne podcast, and I used to have it, and I would play Fizzle Like a Flood on those shows, and so that's why I'm excited, because I really haven't been able to do Worlds of Wayne for years.
You have more media content now,
right? Yeah. Well, life got a lot busier, you know. But I'm excited because I want to hear what this Doug in this lifetime segment, this chapter of his life sounds like.
Yeah.
What is his creative inspirations now, as opposed to what was it when. You know, the cool thing would be to go back and listen to some of the earlier works that he did in Fizzle.
You're getting
after
stranger.
This. But well, that's not surprising either. I think we all are,
you
know, naturally. So it'd be kind of fun to see that. But I'm excited for that, and just to see the release and something in his hand. He's been a part of other people's work for so long. He's been seeing other, you know, Matt Whipke or anybody else holding up his album, like, yeah, this is my album, you know. And so being a drummer, you're kind of like, it's nice to just have your own little thing. I mean. It's whether it's a physical piece or it's not. So I'm excited for that, because whenever a drummer can release music, I think it's exciting.
So. I'm excited about how does he pull all of that together into a listenable, enjoyable whole.
Yeah, I mean, he has a vision for sure. I think it evolves over time, but it is cool. It's a cool process.
I'm
If
excited.
he talks about it sometime, maybe he should talk about it with us someday. Process.
That's the trick.
I
Is
wonder what he would say.
getting an exclusive
Yeah.
Fizzle Like a Flood interview. So I'm really excited to hear like, oh, what sound effects is he gonna like
Yeah.
work in there? Because I've heard little tiny snippets that he has, shared. Nothing complete, obviously, but I'm like, oh, this is a huge scope of a thing he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just excited to see like how he's gonna tie it together, as he always does. And I just love him so much. Wholesome and fun. I would describe Doug as I really think he needs to have a children's show where he, he comes down out of the moon or something.
Yeah. Yes.
And Fizzle Like a Flood is the soundtrack to it, and the studio is full of children, The thing about Doug, though, is there's an innocence to him that's not cloying, and it's not affected, and it's just a part of who he is. You can hear it in his music, and that's also something that stood out about him to me that was very attractive early, was like there's an earnestness to what he's doing. If I could turn into a ball of pure light and shoot straight to the edge of the galaxy, that's what you're going to get with the Fizzle Like a Flood album. That's the feeling, the expansiveness, the idea of you don't have to go to a now defunct haunted house to experience its history. I'm bringing the haunted house on you. You're going to have it brought on you, Even his non-complex songs are like chock full of sonic delights. So I feel like because this is a concept album about a place, I feel like that I'm like, okay, now the canvas is even a bit wider, because it's not just a song about a feeling, it's music about the story of a place and things that happened or may not have happened. So I feel like there's probably a lot more to look forward to. I can't wait to find out what treasures are in here.
And this is the first vinyl.
Do yourself a favor right now. We all know how good things sound on 180 gram vinyl, okay? Don't you want those good times to continue? Then take some cash and put it into the Kickstarter and grab the vinyl. I don't know how much more clear I can be.
I'm here at Crystal Lake with Doug's menacing friend, Brian Corey. Brian, you might want to...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, before we get started.
Yeah, here we are, banks of Crystal Lake.
Yeah.
Talking about one of our favorite people, Doug.
Yeah, and then we just have a few questions for you.
I'd love to answer them.
So, first off, what are you most excited about with the new album coming up?
Doug's been working on this a long time, and I got the opportunity to play trumpet on a track on it a few years back. So I'm just excited to hear everything Doug's been putting together. The entire music community rallying behind him, contributing to it, him just working his genius, his Mad Hatter skills, production-wise, artistically, production-wise, and just creatively. He's just such a creative guy.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah.
I mean, when you did the Golden Sand record, I know that they built like a horse racing track in the backyard.
What?
Yeah, just to get into the mood. It wasn't very big. It was more like miniature horses, and they were dogs actually. He is from Council Bluffs, that Bluff Road.
I don't know if you're serious or not.